Every time you start dreaming or thinking about your past, you can't step from this moment and expect reality to last.
This recorded call is from an inmate at a California correctional facility.
Did you hear they were blowing up the moon last week?
Huh?
They were dropping bombs on the moon.
Yeah.
Shooting missiles at the moon.
Them tsunamis that's coming out of the ocean, they're popping up nuclear mines over there because they want to blow them currents up to change the currents of the planet because they're trying to destroy all the people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you tell all the people, man, you got people that are trying to destroy you, the ones that are programming you and telling you on the 6 o'clock news that Charlie Gibson and Diane Sawyer are good people telling you the truth. They're not. They're puppets for Oprah Winfrey. You go over to Oprah Winfrey, she's got all the white girls scared to death with that dick. And she wants everybody to vote like she wants it because she's afraid if you get together that you might be against her and the Ku Klux Klan might come and hang her on a tree somewhere because she's propagandized. She's propagandized with that helter-skelter shit that the Roman Catholics have been preaching for the last 850 years of Italian mafiosos who are all dead now. The dead is controlling the living. The people in the graveyards are controlling our lives. Abraham Lincoln was not a good president. Neither was John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy was one of the worst presidents they ever had. Now watch. It wasn't saying that John F. Kennedy was a bad person. John F. Kennedy was a good person. But good people can be bad in positions that take knowledge of what evil and bad is. I wish I could do whatever I want. I could save my atmosphere. If I could do anything I wanted, people would leave me the fuck alone. I could save my air. They can breathe it. But then why do you just put an order into the order in the proper perspective by saying just simply air is your first war against life that's you're destroying on the planet Earth? So in order to face the destruction that's coming to your air, you've got to join with the air and come on the air side, and your army is air. You've got to get in that air in order to understand that air, where that air is coming from, what that air is all about. And anything that's stopping you from breathing your air right now is your enemy. And if you don't deal with your enemy, then how are you going to put your Marines over on somebody because they believe in a God that don't even know what your God's all about? They say, well, we believe in God. If you don't believe in God, you've got a concept of God that you say you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
That's not God. That's just a concept of God. So if it all boils down to mass suicide, then you look at Reverend Jim Jones and you say, that guy was right on. More Kool-Aid for everyone. You create a series of videos that is based on one fundamental: survive. I call it the mighty right on. Right on, right on. The bottom line is, this between me and you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm working for what I can get. And the guy said, well, why ain't everybody doing that? I said, well, everybody's raised up differently. They want to help their mom or their dad or somebody they thought was there, but actually they wasn't there. They was only there because their mom and their dad set them there. Like, there don't seem to be anybody really there. I mean, everybody's a program pattern from somebody else's program pattern. They found some little girls in the trash.
You have 120 seconds left on this call.
Everybody was crying, and they all felt bad, and they really didn't. They were just play acting like they did because they were supposed to do that, because that little child didn't mean nothing but more than a hamburger. I mean, you know, it's all right to kill those people. The preacher will tell you that, well, you can kill these. It's all right, you can kill those, you can't kill them. Then the book says don't kill, and then, you know, it says, boy, I'm stupid. I don't know when I'm going to wake up to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got flesh and blood dripping off my jaws talking about thou shalt not kill, praise God, you know, all that horse shit, you know. And then the guy comes along that might be a little bit real about that, and they want to condemn him and say he's all screwed up because he won't go along with what the preacher's selling. We could do
This recorded call
a
is from
series of
a
films.
California correctional facility.
Hey there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
It has to, looks like it's got some authority going. I got to see if I get some mail. I'll be right back.